ain't that bad. All right. So thank you for coming on. And I'm finna get started with your intro. We're gonna jump right into it. All right. So tonight on Black Girl Tired Book Talks, I'm your host Storm. We're stepping into the world of a breakout voice who did not come to play with y'all. Camille V is a rising African American romance author, newly signed to the powerhouse Elle Kayson Publishing, and baby, she hit the literary streets running. Her debut novel, The Weight of Us, slid in onto the scene and shook the charts like a woman who knew exactly what story she came to tell. Camille writes with a raw honesty and emotional gravity that centers Black love in all its messy, tender, complicated forms. As a new author, she's already proving that voice, vulnerability, and vision will always find their audience. And tonight we're diving into the heart, the craft, the healing, and the hood politics behind her storytelling. So let's get into it. All right. So when did romance become a pathway to writing for you? Was there a moment where you realized love stories, Black love stories, were the language you wanted to speak?
I always like growing up. Y'all always used to read like the Zane's,
Mm-hmm.
Mary B. Morris, and all them types of books. So
Mm-hmm.
I was always into like those kind of books and stuff. So, but
Okay.
discovering that I wanted to write it was another level.
So you like the nasty shit. Okay, I get you. I get you. I get you. I get you. So what kind of romance what can romance fulfill for you that other genres can't? Is it the healing, the hope, the tension, the conflict resolution? What is it?
Yeah, it's the healing, the real life stories.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I was so proper, but on paper.
I like that. As a new author, what was the moment you said, "Yes, this is my lane. This is my genre"? How did you know that romance was where you needed to debut at?
Cause like I like the urban romance because I like to write the rough stuff. I like to read the rough stuff.
She said, "I like the nurse."
Yeah, I like the nuggets.
So you're signed with Elle Kayson, Demon Dream, ma'am herself.
Yes.
How did that connection even happen? And what was that? Oh wow, this is some real shit that's happening right now. Moment.
It's like, okay, I would always like try to send like maybe like the first two chapters to somebody. I'm like, see, do I have something here with this
Mm-hmm.
story? So one person like, yeah, but yeah, I'm kind of filled up or whatever. I'm like, okay. So when Elle posted that they had just started, I said, okay, let me shoot my shot at Elle because Demon, that's my book right there now.
Mm-hmm.
So when I sent it to her and Kizzy, her sister, they was rocking with it. I'm like, you know what? Where do I sign?
I heard that. As a new author, what does mentorship look like for you? Like, what pours into your journey, and how do you stay open to being poured into?
I'm very open. Like, Elle, I'm always texting her something like, hey, the how to, help me with this, help me with that. Even like
Mm-hmm.
with some of the reviews, which I shouldn't be looking at because some of them, uh, Elle had to talk me down a little bit, but
Oh,
I'm open to accepting whatever they giving. Like so, like for the next book, it's shaping me into how to fix what I didn't fix in this book. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. In a space where criticism can grow you or break you, how do you keep ego from taking root? And like, what practices keep you grounded?
Just don't take it to heart. That's the main thing. Like seeing some of that stuff is like you be want to jump in there, but I just take it with a grain of salt and keep going.
Yeah.
Cause like, shit, this is my opinion. I'm gonna write what I want to write, and
Fucking exactly.
you know what? So it's your choice. You can read it. You can flip them pages all the way to the end. Thank you for the support, and you can go on a post that you didn't like as long as you flip on to the end. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I totally get that. So let's talk about your book. So Naya, that's her name. You saying her name Naya? Naya is a registered nurse with a bleeding heart, but also a survivor who had to grow up fast. What inspired her character? Is she pulled from real life black women you witnessed or loved?
Yeah, real life women like every day have to continue to keep going when they going through rough times. Something happened, they just can't turn it off. They got to keep going.
Mm,
So Naya was like women I see every day, like at the hospital.
mm. So her life changes, something bad just really happened. So can you talk about writing grief from a black woman's lens and not as trauma porn, but as truth and transformation?
Writing that was kind of hard. Like I lost a sibling, but not into that extent.
Mm,
So some of my experience, were kind of poured into that right there. But it was rough writing it. Like,
mm,
some people have reached out to me and said they felt that, within themselves. I'm like, yeah, it was kind of like, a tough part for me to write because I, went through kind of, that right there with a sibling.
yeah. Mm,
So it wasn't no easy part to write for me.
damn. How do you take a mental break from that?
Girl, I got ugh, drink, drink, smoke, flow.
Oh shit, I felt that in my spirit. Damn. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So Centonio. That's the name Centonio? Okay. Centonio is so layered. Like you got street loyalty, his numbness to just existing, and his unexpected tenderness to her. What was the challenge in writing a man who's both protector and product of his environment?
Cause sometimes we don't see that every day. Like this Santonio personality, we don't see that. Like men rarely show their emotions to women. Like we really got to kind of pull it out of them. But for some, Santonio is like he opened up to her and wanted, to be better for her.
Mm,
So his emotion like would just come out.
yeah.
He didn't care who saw it.
Yeah, yeah. The chemistry between Naya and Santonio is like almost rooted in shared pain, but also in love. What made you choose grief as their connective tissue instead of like something really fluffy and lighter?
Right, because stuff like that kind of happen every day. Like
Mm,
I want to write story. I want to write like, can you love? Can you forgive the unforgiveness? You know what I'm saying? I want to write stories like that, like the tough
yeah.
stories that makes you just sit and think, damn, what would I do in this situation?
I think people think that trauma bonds are always so bad, but not all trauma bonds are bad.
Exactly.
They
Like
actually heal each other sometimes.
exactly. The heart won't what it won't.
You write about the streets watching and the past not being buried and love informing in like the gray areas of life. So how do you balance the realism that is from the hood and the softness of black love that it deserves?
It all balances itself because it all happening. Like
Mm,
the streets don't never turn off. And
never.
never like they gonna take some. They can just take someone you love, just like like that right there. So you got to go with the flow.
Yeah. The book is so like emotional, but at the same time, it's real. And you know how a lot of people's like, "Oh, it's just my escapism. I don't want all that realism in my books." How? What do you say to people who say they don't want that? It's that realism in the book, but is included in escapism when it comes to fiction, especially Black literature.
Right. For me, I wanted my book to make people feel like they're inside that book. I wanted to kind of write like I'm talking to you face to face. Like
Mm,
every emotion that people feel on them pages, I want it to be like, damn, this seemed like a movie or something.
it definitely did, bruh. It definitely did. So, what emotional toll writing this did it take on you? Because you was on some heavy topics.
Right. It did take a toll on me because like mentally, like from the abuse, the Isaiah getting killed, it was a lot happening. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you definitely got to take a break for a second.
Cause girl, I was reading it and I was just
Right.
like my mouth kept dry. like, what? Like, damn. So, what do you hope readers take away from this book? Like, what do you hope they see in what your words are trying to convey?
I went to take away. I want them to know that love ain't always pretty. Sometimes you got to go through rough shit to find your happiness. Like I said, sometimes shit happens. You just got to, can you forgive that person and go on and be happy? It's just love. You love that person, so in marriage, you vow to what? Through good, bad, happy, sad,
Unfortunately.
Exactly. So,
Unfortunately. So as a debut author, what shocked you the most about the writing and or publishing process?
all the different layers that it has to go through. You got to go through proofreading, editing, the people designing the cover. So it is so much. Like it ain't just something you can do it on your own, but it ain't easy. Just put it like that. Like with
Who you telling?
look,
Who you My debut has been pushed back so many damn times. Like, who you telling? So I get that. So looking back, what would you tell the Camille who had just started writing chapter one to from the Camille that already got the debut out?
that I'm proud of her. That
Mm.
keep going. Don't worry about what the negative people say or whatever. Just keep going. Get your story out there. Write how you want to write. And like I was at number 2 on the chart. Like that shocked the hell out of me. Like and just
That's what I'm talking about. So what's next for you? What we looking forward to? What book we coming? What we coming with next?
some more emotional shit.
Uh-huh. Is it gonna be in the same universe? It's gonna be a different universe, or you?
Everybody's saying they like Derek and Tasha, so I'm thinking just it gonna stop at them two if I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, is there something that you want to work on eventually that you are like, yay, nay, no,
I don't
maybe?
think I want to stay with the urban romance. I like the drama and all that type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna stay in this lane right now.
Do you have any upcoming book signings or events coming up?
Next year I got 2 invites, but I haven't fully decided yet.
Okay, okay.
Hopefully
So what?
next year.
Why
Mhm.
not? Well, you busy. You in the medical field. You
Yeah, that's why like some of the people were like, this story like all over the place. I'm like, honey, look, I got 3 children, a husband. I'm working in the hospital. I'm about to sit for my radiology board. I'm surprised I don't
ooh
see no X-ray shit in that book.
ooh. At
Like,
one, yeah, I know. At one point in time, I was gonna do radiology, but I
girl,
pulled back for pre med. Bless your heart and your ministry, girl. All that math.
that's what I'm saying. Like, for that story to go the way it did, I'm so proud of myself.
It's a good book. I look. You know what? I can't say what other people feel because that's their shit. But
Right.
I thought it was a really good book. I do say it is emotional, but it goes together so well. So I liked it, and I don't even like emotional books like that. And I really liked it. I guess because it was about a hood nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Yes. It
That
all flowed. Yeah.
so where can people find your books? Do you have a website? Amazon? Does Elle Kayson have a site? What's up?
Yeah, right now it's on Amazon, and then we got a link up in my bio. You can go to my bio and get it. Then Elle got a link in her bio. You can go and pick it up.
Okay, okay.
Copies.
So drop your social medias. Do you have a readers group? Are you going to start a readers group?
I got a readers group on Facebook already. Camille Cohort Horts. Go over there. So I can add you people in the chat.
Okay.
And then on TikTok, Camille reads or either author Camille V.
Okay. Okay. And do you have a newsletter yet?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
Okay.
Girl, this is all new to me.
Yeah, I learned through y'all, and so when I do drop, I'll be like, okay, I know what I need to do. So, all right. So I know you have to go, and I'm finna do your outro. And see, it was short and painless.
Oh, you did good. I hate I have to go.
See, I cut my questions. I had a lot of questions for your ass too.
Oh man.
I had a
We're
lot
gonna
of
come
questions.
back. We're gonna come back.
We gonna spin a block. All right. So Camille, thank you for stepping into the Black Goods Shire Book Talk space and sharing your heart, your craft, and your journey with us. The weight of us is more than a romance; it's a reflection of lives, losses, loyalty, and loves that shape our community. And you're proving that Black stories told with an authentic